Quake Week on Coin 6 News continues tonight. And, you know, after a major earthquake, think about it. There will be more problems and injuries than first responders can immediately deal with.
So tonight, our Chris Woodard is taking a look at just how police and firefighters will prioritize and just how long you might be on your own.
There is no question the need after a disaster the scale of which we may see here will be incredible. So through a few frank and honest interviews and looking through dozens of city documents, we've been able to paint a picture of what that response might look like.
When you have an emergency,
Structure fire.
you call 911. Emergency responders arrive quickly,
Ladder 1.
set up shop. They're there to help.
We're going to continue to dig out the other victims here.
But what if they couldn't be?
I've got one ambulance headed your way. Is that going to work?
If this sounds alarming,
Check for evacuation and see if it meets our priorities.
it should.
We won't be able to solve every problem immediately.
A Fire Bureau training exercise.
Our priorities are to just stop the spread of the fire only.
An earthquake, landslides, communications down.
Rescue 24, assigned to cave in.
Portland Fire Command staff forced to prioritize who and what to save first.
It's going to be very difficult.
With only 168 firefighters on duty at any given time, the reality is they won't be able to do it all.
What we have learned from all the disasters nationally is it could be up to 3 days before somebody is able to come and help you.
Firefighters say the priorities will be to save lives, save property, and protect the environment in that order. And if there is a large fire or partially collapsed building putting multiple lives at risk, they'll respond to that before an incident where fewer people are in harm's way.
How much can we do to help under a major disaster? That's why we have to prioritize.
City documents say Portland police should not focus on rescue operations right after a quake.
You do get overwhelmed very quickly with the need for services. The focus needs to be on protecting life.
And police priorities of reporting damage assessments, providing traffic control, helping with evacuations, and eventually providing order and a presence to prevent looting.
All of these vents open and close.
And this,
The ground starts shaking, this will shake with it.
will be home base for all of it. Portland's Emergency Coordination Center is built to double the seismic code for the state.
We expect that it'll be fully functional after an earthquake.
It will become home to police and fire leaders, as well as leaders from all city bureaus and the mayor, head of the City Disaster Policy Council.
You need to have the city's leadership and chief public safety officials gathered in one place.
But if roads and bridges collapse as expected,
Where can they go? What's passable? What roads are safe to get through? And it may mean you go on foot, go on bicycle. Some people may have to use a boat.
both police and fire say they'll deal with that problem by keeping staff currently on duty working as long as needed.
And if we have to carry that over into a 24 or 48 or 72-hour time period, we still have 100% staffing.
And they're spread out, fire and rescue equipment purposely placed on both sides of the river, and a boat that can move people across or pump water to put out fires if pipes burst. But police and fire will need help with injuries.
We've got to keep a key piece to play.
Providence St. Vincent Hospital is currently undergoing seismic upgrades to make sure their building makes it through a quake in good shape.
This is one of the major medical centers in our community, and we need to be able to be open and be able to serve patients.
Fire and rescue will establish medical care points at designated parks or similar areas all over the city in hopes of taking care of more minor injuries. All this as hospitals prepare for an influx of patients.
We have the ability to expand our patient care out into the parking lot with surge tents.
And all hospitals and clinics in the area are part of an active coalition.
Communication's key.
Regularly training, preparing, working together to make sure patients will get to whatever hospital is in the best shape and has the most room to take new patients. An earthquake will present more problems than this area has ever seen. Many people, many cities, many agencies working together to try to solve as many problems.
Branch 1 from Fire Area Command.
As quickly as they can. In Portland, Chris Woodard, Coin 6 News.